So over the last 3 days, we have gotten 3 more drops from the Path of Exile devs, and we're going to go over what they have decided to add. These were some reworked uniques. I could have made a video about them individually, but I decided to wait until they brought out some other, teasers for other days, because reworked uniques are going to be, I'm sure they're going to be very, very cool, but probably not, slightly not as cool as entirely brand new uniques. So let's get through, let's go through all the teasers. We got the new uniques, or the reworked uniques, the Fate of the Val core, going core notes, and then the build guide system. So let's go through it. I'm going to give my thoughts on all of these things.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. Today, we'd like to showcase 2 unique items straight out of the mysterious Wildwood. These are existing items, but have been completely reworked in Return of the Ancients.
Very
First,
nice.
we have a rebranded Husk of Dreams, Reverie.
Guess it's understandable that they're reworking them. I've never heard of this one before in my life.
And then, the Hollow Mask.
Okay, I've actually seen this one. I might have used it before.
A great choice for those botanists out there. A druidic magi woman, Sorel of Caer Tarth, led many into battle against the Nameless, who threatened the Wildwood.
This is the ritual.
She was so in tune with the goddess that she'd call upon the very roots of the forest to aid her allies in the heat of battle.
Okay.
With the armor of Sorel, you too can call upon the aid of the goddess Viridi. While Reverie is equipped, you forego regular life flask use to instead passively apply recovery from life flasks constantly.
Oh.
Reverie.
Wait, so is that like a PoE1 Mage Blood, but for your life and mana flask?
Also, Reverie is equipped. You forego regular life flask use to instead passively apply recovery from life flasks constantly.
Just life.
Reverie also grants a sigil skill called Rite of Restoration. Use it to call the goddess to your aid, creating an area that amplifies the defense and regeneration of all those standing within the circle.
So is this like for minion builds?
While you are inside the invocation circle,
he's not using any minions,
the bonuses to your defense and regeneration become stronger and stronger as you spend.
Oh wow, that's going up a lot. Okay.
Now, the Hollow Mask. Its roots penetrate your flesh and bone, giving you a direct connection to Viridi herself.
Okay.
What better way to see all the potential
she was a
gifts
baddie,
she has
wouldn't
in store
mind.
for you?
Wouldn't mind a direct connection, if you know what I mean.
While adorning the Hollow Mask, it will reveal gifts from the goddess in the form of ancient blooms. These flowers
that's a cute little mini game to the game.
Of the wisps of the Wildwood.
You gotta collect your little
Collecting
wisps.
them will respectively grant you charges for your life flask, mana flask, or charms.
Is that actually really useful? Do people struggle to get charges for their flasks? I mean, honestly, it kind of seems like this should be. I don't know, because if your life flask is constantly going, aren't you going to run out of charges really quick? So you might want to use the mask with that. But then you have 2 uniques on, so your other gear has to be pretty damn strong.
There's more. With its roots well and truly embedded in you, the Hollow Mask causes any remnants that you collect to be shared to your allies in addition to affecting.
Oh, that's nice. That's
you
nice.
may want to consider using both of these when playing with your friends.
Yeah. Use both of them at the same time.
Especially when used together, serve as a powerful combo for support.
That's pretty cool, actually. They're not showcasing this with a minion build. They're showcasing it playing with your friends.
Your allies. You'll be able to find Reverie and the Hollow Mask.
I think that's actually really cool.
Return of the Ancients.
I'm glad they're making more co-op items. Right? I mean, I assume that's the goal, considering they showcase it on co-op and not like a minion build. Which, by the way, I mean, one of the best changes that they've made in 0.5 is that progress shares between you and your friend's Atlas when you're playing together. And like you can both level your Atlas passive trees while playing together. That was by far the worst part of previous leagues. Me and my friend, we like to play every PoE. Well, not every PoE1, but every time we do play a PoE1 league together, it's great. We play the whole league together. Sometimes I'll play by myself if I'm on and he's not, and sometimes vice versa. But when we're both on, we're both mapping together and we both progress together. So like it's really, really nice. But in PoE2, we played together up until we reached endgame, and then it was like, well, if we want to be realistic, in order to not instantly stop stop one person's progress dead in its tracks, we kind of just have to separate and play by ourselves. Like we both be online, but playing by ourselves. So that was really, really sad. So yeah, Path of Exile needed co-op. I know not a lot of people and not a lot of content creators, I think, play like co-op as their main, form of playing the game. So I feel like not a lot of talk was stirred up about it. Like not enough. There was some talk stirred up about like, hey, why is co-op so ass? But like there wasn't enough in my opinion. Like I could make a whole video about that, kind of bitching about it, but all right, let's go over the Fate of the Vol mechanic. Going core. The Return of the Ancients logic Fate of the Vol mechanic in your existing. Yeah. Okay, you'll first find Vol beacons in Act 3. Activating 6 of them by finishing encounters will unlock the temple in the present. Okay. So you'll start finding them in Act 3. Great. Once you reach the end game, you can encounter Vol beacons in maps. Okay, so that would be this right here, like this pyramid with the golden Atziri on top of it. It looks like. Complete the beacon encounters in Dory. The level of the temple will be based on the area level where the crystals were collected. So in order to open high tier temples, you'll need to run high tier maps. Oh, that is very interesting. Okay, so the temple is no longer like an almost completely separate entity. If you want to do high level temples, you have to do high level maps. There is a new region in the Atlas with a guaranteed Vol beacon that encounters in every map. Completing this area will give you points for the temple Atlas tree with many new bonuses for the temple itself. You know what I want to know? A lot of people have been saying that like you can use tablets to like get whatever leagues you want to play. Like you can have up to 3 leagues on a map, or 3 different mechanics on a map. What happens if I play on a Vol map, but then I put an Abyss, a Delirium, and a Breach or a Ritual? Then are we just deleting the Vol from the Vol map? I'm very confused about that concept because in my eyes, like in that case, then it would be 4 mechanics. But everybody's saying that the maximum is 3. So I kind of don't understand. Does it nullify one of your tablets at random? That would not be good. That would not feel good at all. So I'm very confused about how that works. If you know how that works, comment down below. I would really like to know. There are also new temple precursor tablets. Okay, that will guarantee Vol beacons in your map if you want to focus on this league. All right, so that's usual, standard for any league. In order to prevent the snake strategy, rooms that are meant to be I didn't really play, so I don't really know how the snake strategy works. All I know is that they're removing it, so that's what that is. Rooms can now be up to tier 4 after unlocking this ability on the Temple Atlas tree. Oh, okay. Temple rooms may now be upgraded to tier 4 Transcendent Progress. That's pretty cool. Series Vault will contain an additional reward. Val unique item found out at launch. Find out at launch. Oh, okay. 20% increased effect of room temple modifiers from rooms with 4 adjacent rooms. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Reward rooms will be granted from the console after defeating the architect. Have been significantly improved. Oh, okay. Yeah. After more varieties to unlock in addition to upgrading the rewards of all the existing ones. Vol infusers were a single currency used to work on any armor and weapons. We have changed these into 4 distinct currency items that work on armors, martial weapons, caster weapons, and jewelry, allowing you to use them with catalysts as well. Any existing Vol infusers will become Vol armor infusers and only apply to armor. All players will automatically get a maximum crystal cap of 60 and medallion cap of 6, so you no longer need to upgrade these yourself. Sounds good. Medallion drop rates have been improved at smaller temple sizes and slightly reduced at large temple sizes. That's probably pretty good. That's the bet. I feel like that's really good because My thoughts on the Vol Temple was that it is complete dog shit if you are just casually upgrading your Vol Temple. Um, and at the lower, levels of Vol Temple. And then it is completely astro broken, dropping 30,000 divs a run whenever you reach like high input. Like it's game breaking at high input, and it's completely worthless at low input. Like you need to bring the up down, and you need to bring the down up. So I guess that's what we're doing here. Your existing temples will be migrated to standard early access leagues. However, you will not be able to open your temple until the launch of Return to the Ancients. Characters who were in the temple or Vol ruins when the migration happened will be sent to town. Here are some examples of the Temple Atlas Passageway nodes. Okay, so we just went over this. Nice. Depending on how it feels, I might try, playing Vol Temple again this league, but I mean, I literally quit 0.4 in Act 4 before even reaching the end game. I quit so early. I grinded my ass off over 100 hours easily. Probably got even close to 200 hours in 0.3, but in 0.4, man, I couldn't take it. I could not take it. It's just like the mechanic was not exciting for me, and I just felt like it was so bad, and I didn't want to like fub gun it. Like I just didn't feel the drive to. All right, and let's go to the final trailer. 1 minute and 29 seconds, I guess, talking about the new build system. This is like loot filters, but for item builds.
Now, making a character build in Path of Exile 2 can be pretty complex.
Okay.
While some players enjoy creating their own builds, many prefer following community guides.
No, I'm dog shit.
Over the years, the community has...
I'm not going to create my own build because I know it'll be bad. I know for sure it'll be bad. Every time I follow a build guide, I end up at some point during the build guide going, why am I going here? Why does he take this? And then it ends up all making sense. Like I figured it out and I'm like, oh, see, like these are things I would never think of if I was a build creator. So I just do not have the ability to do that. So, I mean, and I don't really care to. So I will follow the build of, I don't know, whoever I feel like I enjoy watching and whoever I feel like has a cool build.
Built some incredible tools for this.
Like I'm going to probably go Zookeeper. So I'm going to be on the lookout for like the best possible Zookeeper build. So, hey.
However, we wanted to make the experience for following a build even smoother. So we're introducing the new build guide system directly in-game.
Oh, it looks so good. It's beautiful.
Here's how it works.
It's stunning.
Build creators can now export their guides in a new file format.
Yeah, I can't do that.
The .build file. Once you download one, put it in the builds directory under Path of Exile 2 in your documents folder.
Titan Warrior.build.
After that, it will appear inside the client. And
very
selecting
nice.
it shows you everything you need to play that build.
Very, very
nice. You can
nice.
see the full passive tree, your ascendancy choices, the skill gems you need to equip.
I'm just like taking an extra look at some of these abilities, making sure. Oh my god, guys, the sword!
And recommended support gems to go with them. In each of these locations.
Yeah, I'm just looking for any like extra things that I didn't know existed before. To be fair, even if there is something here, I wouldn't know because I do not play Mace. I don't play Warrior.
There's a drop-down box that allows you to select which build guide you are currently following.
Oh
so
my god, it's on there too.
Different creators recommend.
It's on the skill gems. That's so good.
For gear, creators can specify exact uniques for each slot, or simply leave notes describing what kind of item they're looking for.
Oh, it's so cool.
They can add notes to almost anything, explaining trade-offs, alternatives, or how
almost
different
anything.
Parts of the build work together. So with all
I'm assuming they can even add notes to charms, flasks. I would hope that you can add notes to like the Atlas passive tree and the ascendancy tree, as in like, because it'll all highlight, but sometimes you go like somewhere crazy first. Like you don't always go to the most like closest notable. Like sometimes that's like, oh, late game for extra power, you'll go like back to the beginning of your Atlas, of your character passive tree, and you'll go here. But like whenever you first start early game, you're like traveling all the way to Narnia sometimes. So I hope that there's like a way for the .build files, and I'm sure they've thought about this. I'm positive that they've thought about this, to be able to mark, for this ascendancy, I recommend you going this point and this point for your first ascendancy. Then for your second ascendancy, you're going to go here and here. Then for your third ascendancy, you're going to go here and here. If you like the content and you want to see more, I want to remind you to subscribe. Thank you. See you later.